Today we are going to solve a JavaScript question. Our question is this is our question. Write a function that takes uh, an array of number and returns an array of the double and square of each number. So this is our result. This is our structure that we made with the help of HTML code. So try to learn everything how we made this structure. After that we are going to learn how it working, like if we type 5 here and process, then we got the result 5 and it's doubled 10 and it's squared 25, and it is our entered record that we entered. If we entered here 7 and process, then again we get the 5 and 7, but after refreshing the page it will gone because it is not stored in a proper database or local storage. So there is we are not using local storage here. So we get after we if we refresh this page, we are not getting it again. So till we are not refreshing this page, we will got this results, entered results. So let's go through the code. So here is our HTML page. So trying to understand what the meaning of the every line of the code. So here is the first line of the our HTML page code. There is a doc type HTML in our first line. It means it is using HTML5. HTML5 is the latest version of HTML. It tells the browser to use HTML5. It's not part of the DOM, but set up the correct parsing mode. So after that, there is a HTML lang en. It means it is going to set the language to English for screen readers and search engine optimization. And in DOM, it is going to be a root element of the HTML document. After that, here we are starting our head tag. Head tag contains metadata. It is not rendered on the page but affect its behavior. Head part is not going to visible in our web page, like here is our title, double and squares. It will going to show in our browser tab. In our browser tab, here we can see the double and square that is written inside the title tag. Only these things is visible in our, not in our web page but in browser tab. After that, there is a metadata, like here meta car set UTF-8. It means it sets the character encoding to UTF-8, allows display of most characters including emojis, symbols, etc. And after that, there is a um, meta name viewport. Meta name viewport content with device with initial scale 1. It means makes the layout responsive on different devices, sets width to device width and zoom level to 1. And after that, title tag, we already learn about it. It sets the tab title of the web page. And after that, here is the link. It loads the bootstrap CSS for styling. It is not the part of DOM manipulation, but affect how element looks. And after that, we are starting our body tag from here. It start the visible body, like we can see everything in our web page. It is written inside the body tag. So let's understand every line of the body part. Here is a body starting the body tag here with the bootstrap class. Here bootstrap uh, class container centers the content and gives horizontal padding. MT5 gives margin top for spacing. After that, here is a div tag. It means same. And after that, there is a heading tag. It it is going to display a heading, double and square number, like this, double and square number. We can see here bootstrap class. MB4 is bootstrap class for bottom margin, space below heading, like this one, bottom margin. And after that, we are starting our form. This part is inside our form. So we are started it with our form element or tag. Here is on submit calls the JavaScript function handle tuple. When the user click the process, it will going to return false, prevent the form from reloading the page. It will going to use handle double. It is a JavaScript function. It will go. We are going to use it in our JavaScript code later. It will going to call the JavaScript function handle double when the user clicks the process button. We created it later, and after that return false. It prevents the form from the reload the page. Okay. So after that, here DOM manipulation is where JavaScript being to interact with DOM. It will grab the input using document.get11 by ID. ID number input is here, and we are from here we are starting label tag for number input, and it is the class label form label enter number. This one is label. It give us hint what we are going to write here. So here we are creating a div container inside form and using bootstrap class MB3 margin bottom 3 with the label. It's add the spacing below container for label plus input field. So From here, label tag is started with the ID number input and class form label, and it is enter number. It is here written in our web page, and its type is input text. Here we can write anything, any text. After that, here is the ID number input and class form control, and placeholder EG9 means EG9. Label connected to the input field with for number input. It matches the ID, this one number input and number input. This allow the clicking the label to focus the input. If we click the label, it will take us to this input field, and it is a user input field. Here user can enter any input, and it will accept the text type. We can enter anything like this. It accept number as text, should validate in JavaScript. And here is the ID number input is access this element in DOM with JavaScript like document.get element by ID number ID dot value. We will learn it later in our uh, JavaScript file. Like this, I can show you here number input dot value dot train is HTML ID here. So first let understand the HTML, our HTML page. So after that, there is a button tag. Its type is submit, and class it is a bootstrap CSS class, and the process we can it is going to visible in our button process side button. So there is a div alert ID output and style display none. Inside a separate div inside form element. It is used to display the processed result. Example like double and square type. ID output is used by JavaScript to access it. It initially hidden. It initially hidden style display none means initially hidden, and soon after the process with like we refresh the page, there is nothing. So if we process the page, then it will going to display the result. So it display none means we can now understand what it is trying to say here. None means this situation, and after we process any number, then we get the result. This line means that. After that, there is another div container with a bootstrap class margin top 5. It is spacing for showing all the entered number. This one margin top 5, and after that there is another heading all entered number. This one is another heading in this page. This is the second heading. This is the first heading in our page. After that, here is another div container with the ID number plus div. It is an empty div where JavaScript append each process number. Like if we refresh the page, there is an empty container, div container, and here is the ID. We are using this. We are going to use this ID in our JavaScript code, and it will going to work like this. If we process this number, then we got this number we previously entered here. Like if we again 9 here 9 the 9, then we will get 9. Again if we here entered 7, it will going to show us 7 here. So it is like the data we entered before to get these type of results. So this will be, I hope it is understandable. So here form is ended with form closing tag, and here we are linking the external JavaScript file, the logic to read the input double square it. We are going to learn it from you. Like now we have to write our JavaScript code. I already written it, but you need to understand this one. Here is the question: write a function that takes an array of number and return an array of the double and square of each number. Here is a const all numbers. It will going to store we're going to store this one, this data. So let's try to understand our JavaScript code from line number one, const all number. Const is declare a constant variable and all number variable name of array. It initialize an empty array. Its purpose is to store all valid number entered so far and show them it as a list like this. Here you can get the previously entered number. So this line did it for this result. And after that, we are using function called create a function. This function will run when the form is submitted, linked in HTML via on submit handle double. Handle double is use handle double as a on submit in our HTML page here in line number 16. So in JavaScript we are using handle double on submit function. This is the main handler of our DOM interaction, and after that we are manipulating our DOM here with the help of document.getElement by id number input dot value dot string. This id used we are using here because we already gave here our input field an id number input, and we are using this id in our JavaScript target this ID, we use document that dot get element by ID, and with the help of value, we are going to store, we are going to get the text value typed by the user. So here document dot get element by ID number input finds the input box using its ID dot value gets the text value typed by the user, and dot trim remove extra spacing from the beginning to end, and result stored in input variable. Here here DOM role is to read the user input for from the DOM, and after that there we are storing this inside the input reference. Okay, so let's move to the next line. Const output div is equal to document dot get element by ID output. These is going to store reference to HTML element by their IDs. Output div the div for result message. Numbers div. There is a numbers div, and output we are already take as an ID here, so we can use it in our JavaScript code and targeting these areas. This is for output. We use output ID for this area, and we use numbers div for this area, and we are targeting that ID with the help of document.getElement by ID. In both line. So after that, here is the const number array input dot split comma dot map. Comma is used for this. We separate with comma these things. Dot map string array function parse float string dot string filter num is not number. So let's understand this line. Input dot split the input string at the commas array of strings, and dot map converts each string to a number with a parse float, and dot trim cleans space from each entry, and dot filter removes any not a number value in invalid number. And here DOM rule is converts raw user text input into a clean array of numbers used in calculation and DOM display. DOM display. So after that, here we are using conditions for validation. So here is the if number array dot length. Checks if the number is valid. It checks if no valid number were entered. If empty, show the output div. Show the output div. Like if we enter like this, it will showing us different numbers. So if we Just give it, give anything, and it will going to show us this error. Please enter valid number separated by comma if more than one number. So this will output tip. We used we just created output diff ID for this section. After processing, after uh, pushing the process button, we get the result using output ID. So this is the result if we uh, took took a text except of number. So this is the validation message. Please enter the valid number, and alert danger means this is the this is a bootstrap class to create a red red text error message. Dangers in bootstrap, dangers means red text, and dangers mean if we use danger for the button, so our button is going to become a red button. So this section is for our validation to show error messages. So here DOM's role is to manipulate the DOM to show a styled error message if the input is invalid. So after that, there is a line all numbers dot push numbers array. So adds all the current, it means adds all the current valid number into the all numbers array using the spread operator. It prepares the data to be shown later in the numbers div like this. Like this. It is pushing the after showing the result like it will showing the result after showing the result just invisible from here and just enter from here with the push method to here like with the help of push method it will 11 is going to stored in array stored in array in our uh, this array. So after that there is a const double array. It uses the map to create double array. Each number is going to be doubled. If we enter any number here like 5, it will going to multiply with 2, get our result double 10, and in another line here with the help of map function it will going to just multiply with its entered number. That 5 into 5 is 25. So this is the this these two lines is the main reason to get our proper result in doubled and squared. So after that, there is a it will in DOM slowly these value will be displayed dynamically in the output div. These these if we enter if user going to enter any number, so with the help of this line used is stored in reference, double array, and square array. So with the help of map function, it is storing. It is just multiplying the third number with 2 and itself like uh, 5 into 2 means 10 and entered number into by number and third number into entered number give us a squared number 25. So after that here output dot style dot display mean block means it makes the result box visible. Output if this output ID is good, output ID used to show this section block, make the result box visible. Class name output dot class name alert success like being styled like this. It means output is our output ID is for this section and our number div ID is for this section. So it's a block, it's been created a result box visible after submitting this process button, and after that it will alert success like here we use alert danger. It will going to show us result inside the red box and it will success means it will going to show us result inside green box. So after that here is the output div dot inner html out number array dot map. It means it fills the box with results. This dot map to create the line like this one original 4 here number what we entered this user input section. Here is a double 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 array. This one we are using here double array index. Here inside this yes 10 squared array. From here we are taking the difference and inside index here is a 25 and dot joins statement. It puts each line on a new line with the if we enter these numbers then it will going to show us result in different line not in same line. So after that there is here you can see so all entered number. So after that we are going to this section. It means all numbers dot map. It loops through every entered number. Loops through every entered number and create a span patch with the using bootstrap classes. These things like 5, 9, 7, 5 separated with every each number with the help of these bootstrap CSS badge, badge mean secondary for styling, and MEQ means it adds right spacing, and MB means it's add bottom spacing, and dot join creates one continuous string of HTML. Numbers div dot inner HTML it all into the page, puts it all into the this page. Number div dot inner HTML numbers div ID we are using for this section. Dot inner HTML, it's a DOM manipulation keyword to just for this section. And after that, here is a document that get element by number input dot value. It means to find the input field again, reset it dot value, an empty string, clear it. So in DOM, here DOM role is updates the DOM to clear the input box after processing. So that's it. In this code, here we are using get element by ID, get element by ID, number input. It's read the input, then clear it. It's read the input, then clear it. And output, get element by our output. It show hide style and update message here, this section. And after that, number div, it means it display all entered number as a batch. All the number showing as a batch separated it. So that's it. Hope I know I have to improve my explaining, but I tried and hope so. I will going to explain these things better day by day. So thank you.